Las Vegas official accused of killing reporter will remain in office and get paid.
What?
Okay, so this is a Democrat, and he's there wearing some kind of, what is that, a clean suit or something? Biomask?
It's a smock.
So this guy's been arrested, innocent until proven guilty, charged with the murder. He's arrested on murder suspicion of a journalist who was running hit pieces. And so this guy, they find his DNA at the scene. That's what happened, right, Lydia? I want to make sure.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
They found his DNA at the scene. He's been arrested, and he's still in office. He's still getting paid.
He's wearing a Dexter suit when this reporter runs into him. What is going on here?
So how many people do you know get to keep their jobs when they go to jail for murder? When they're arrested and charged awaiting trial?
Well, Tim, we also have to understand that, politicians murder people all the time and they get away with it. Do you understand what happens behind the seat of power?
This is just the one time you saw it.
Did you see the wars that they started? Did you see the drone bombs that they sent over? Hey. I mean, if this guy's going to go to jail, Barack Obama, right now, turn yourself in for the assassination of Anwar Al-Awlaki and his son and a 16-year-old American citizen that was executed by you personally when you signed off on the order to kill an American 16-year-old child.
And he got to stay in office.
He got to stay in office. He got a government paycheck. So
why should this guy get kicked out of office? Obama killed an American kid. Literally killed a 16-year-old American citizen, Abdurrahman Al-Awlaki. I love saying that as often as possible.
And this is not the first time. I mean, presidents have started conflicts, have started wars, have started even done actions that have led to the end of many people's lives.
I would love to see Obama turning himself in to the Las Vegas police. And they'd be like, well, if he's going, I guess so am I.
Yep.
And he walks in and they just lock him up and throw him in a cell.
And it was a number of American citizens. It wasn't just one.
Yeah, I think it
was around 7 to 8. The number is still unknown because there was a lot of covert ops surrounding a lot of these actions. But essentially, Barack Obama literally signed off on a lot of these executions that, without a judge, without a trial, without a jury, executed American citizens and killed them. And that's the power that he gave Donald Trump. Donald Trump made sure that the accounting and records of it wasn't public, and he gave the power to the Pentagon to make these decisions, and he made sure that the records weren't public.
Trump had too much faith in the military. He really revered these guys, and boy, did that screw him over in a lot of ways, especially with those who lied to him about Syria. But was a collateral murder? Was that Bush? That was Bush, right?
I believe that was Bush and Chelsea Manning. That released that footage. Is that true?
The footage, I'm wondering. I think it might have been under Bush. I'm not sure. It might have been under Obama because I think that was released in like 2010, wasn't it?
But it happened under. I mean, it was under old Bush. Video footage, but it happened under Bush. Yeah.
Right. The reason I bring that up is I thought it was Bush because it just shows you how these powers get passed down.
Yep. Yeah.
That Obama is promising you all the bells and whistles, and then he gets in, he kills people all the same. So you know what? Throwing it back to this story about this guy in Vegas. Luke is right. Like, are we now going to change our policies? I'm surprised this guy actually got charged. I suppose, I don't know. Honestly, what's the difference, really? Barack Obama signed off on a drone strike on a civilian restaurant in Yemen, a country we were not at war with, and he blew up a 16-year-old American citizen who had committed no crimes. So I got to wonder, like, that to me is actually worse for a few reasons. First of all, he killed a child. Second of all, he blew up a civilian restaurant, firing missiles into countries we aren't at war with. I'm like, man, it just compounds and so much worse. And then it's also just like, I understand it's not as important, but the tens of millions of dollars it costs to do that. Yeah. Now you're stealing our money too. And this guy gets arrested. Yeah.
The first thing thinking about this story, because this was a very interesting story, I actually tweeted about this journalist passing away because he was an investigative journalist. He was also one of the few journalists that was actually correctly investigating the Las Vegas shooting, which a lot of people have totally forgot about, which we still don't have an explanation.
That came and went.
We still don't have an official explanation to exactly what happened in Las Vegas during this mass shooting event that, of course, has so many people push for gun control. But more importantly, I originally thought maybe this was somehow connected. I put this story out before the politician was even connected to this story. But the politician who is accused of killing him was also caught by this journalist cheating on his wife. This journalist ended his political career. He was a high-profile Democrat in Las Vegas. But automatically hearing this story, I thought about what Bill Clinton said about House of Cards. If you remember House of Cards, it was a famous Netflix show with Kevin Spacey, friends with, of course, Jeffrey Epstein. But Bill Clinton said that House of Cards was 99% real.
Wow.
Huh.
And in House of Cards, the president assassinates a journalist and
Right.
kills them.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey kills them. So that automatically makes me think of this. There's a lot of things happening behind the seat of power that we still don't know about